Hello, this is your friendly neighborhood Zelthius Fluffy Doggo Shopkeep for the Dainsleif Retrotech and Arcade Shop. This is Shopkeep's log. I don't remember which installation this is. I think it's like installation 8 or shop date 8, I guess, at this point. I'm recording this like an hour before I'm supposed to be posting it. I've been procrastinating these a lot. I don't know why. I think it's maybe just because I'm scared to just speak my mind for even 5 minutes, I guess. That's kind of an interesting thing. Been getting a ton of support from y'all in the comments and various different platforms, and I really appreciate that. It does help a lot. It keeps me motivated to make these. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just being weird by doing an entirely unscripted, rambling, this is what I'm thinking and feeling right now kind of thing. But I guess you could call it like a just chatting thing, but it's kind of sort of one-sided, except the comments that you all leave. I mean, it's not live, so it's not like I can directly respond to them. I'm probably gonna start trying to record more of these, so I'm posting more than just once every other day. I don't know yet, but I would like to kind of speak on several of the comments more frequently, because I feel like that would be a good way to facilitate communication between me and y'all. I don't know if that's what this whole thing is about, but hey, you know. I appreciate y'all. I'm so glad to have the community full of people that I do. Thank you for being fans of my stuff. Trying to practice a mentality of gratitude, because I realize that a lot of my mental struggles are coming from a place of not really looking at things from perspective of being grateful for the things I already do have. And I'm trying to change that. I don't want to, you know, go crazy or whatever, but, you know, I could stand to look at the positive things in life more, you know? I'm tired of feeling bad and thinking thoughts that make me feel bad. This isn't the most high budget thing. It's not uber processed or whatever, you know? There's a lot of sighs and ums and uhs, and I'm just one taking this, you know, like I just hit record and I talk and whatever happens, happens. If I mess up the intro, that gets kept, you know? So, I guess part of this is also getting real comfortable with making mistakes and just not making ultra polished, awesome, huge things, you know? I've got a couple people in my audience, one in particular that I'm thinking of who was even just today talking about doing stuff and just pushing forward despite it kind of not being the most ideal rendition of something, you know? And that's kind of sticking with me. I realize that a lot of the stuff that I'm not doing that I want to do, like learning the bass, you know, electric bass specifically. I mean, I've got the amp, I've got pedals, I've got the bass itself. It's in a really nice case. It's an old, I forget the name of the company, but there's an artist by the name of Rob Scallon who worked with them pretty heavy for a while. Their like thing that they put on all their guitars and basses and instruments they make is like a little infinity symbol. I forget exactly what the infinity symbol is called. It's got a name, but That's gonna make my brain a little itchy. Today has just kind of been a tired day. Not really sure how else to, explain. I mean, still recovering from streaming VR chat the other night, and today was just kind of a weird day. I don't know. That's been happening a whole lot recently. So these are probably gonna come out a little scattered. But what else is new, you know? Kinda happens when you got that funny ADHD thing. Hopefully this all makes sense. I'm gonna publish all of these that I record unless it gets like super like turbo weird. Maybe even then. I don't know. I want to be more authentic. I want to let myself be more true to myself, even if I say some stuff that some people may not like. Everybody's entitled to like the things they like and dislike the things they don't like. And I need to stop chasing approval from people who probably, you know, don't like my stuff regardless. As the saying goes, you can make the best orange juice in the world, but some people just don't like oranges. Or something like that. I don't know who said that or if that's even the right quote, but that's what I remember. I'm gonna try and make these a little bit longer than 5 minutes, a lot more. I feel like 5 minutes is a constraint that doesn't really make sense. You know, I appreciate anybody who actually watches all of these or even watches a little bit of them. It's honestly kind of I don't know what word I'm looking for here. It's very comforting, I guess, that there are people out there who appreciate this kind of authenticity, this kind of vulnerability. At the same time, making these feels kind of weird because it's not like the stuff that I stream. You know, the stuff I stream is kind of like a just chatting with video games going on. Like I'm actively playing the game and games that are narrative and have like text narration that isn't voiced over. I'll read the voiceovers and stuff, but I really try to engage with everybody in chat and have it just chatting, and I like that style of content. I think it's really cozy. Someone even once remarked that it's kind of like playing video games with a sibling or watching a sibling play video games, I guess. And I relate to that pretty heavily. The sibling thing, I guess, because, you know, I'm the youngest. I have a lot of older siblings. Got nieces and nephews, and so I never really was in that position to be the older sibling playing video games and letting my younger siblings watch, except for kind of sort of my nieces and nephews. But that's not as common of a thing anymore, and it never really was common to begin with. So it's kind of nice to have that. Although I don't know how comfortable I am with kind of encouraging the sibling viewpoint. I don't know. But it is a nice sentiment. I wanted to kind of play into that a little bit, I guess. Not like specifically sibling, but being the guy who talks while playing video games instead of the guy who plays video games and occasionally talks. I like that kind of comfy, cozy vibe that it creates, where we can just kind of casually have conversations about stuff. I think that's really where I want to be, is that kind of where, yes, we're playing a game, but we're also chatting, you know. I hope that all makes sense. But I think this is where we're at. I think just over 10 minutes now. Um, I don't know if I'll make longer or more, whatever of these. I'm trying to find some background music that I can put in these that doesn't get too repetitive over time. I've been using this cool lo-fi track by the artist DM Dokuro, who did a cover slash remix album for a game called Cave Story, which is a really good game. It's one of my favorites. I did a playthrough of it on stream once. I'd never actually finished it because the final boss is just agony to fight on any difficulty, but I really should get around to it and actually try. Same thing with the Titanfall 2 Viper boss as Scorch on Master. We'll get to that eventually. I never did fight the full fight there, and it kind of bugs me to this day. One of these days I'll actually prove I can do it. Anyway, before I get too off the path here, as my brain goes blank, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day when you find this. Thank you again for engaging with my content. It means a lot to me. And, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.